Hi everyone. Welcome to the NYU Summer 2020 application walkthrough. Today, we'll be going through the application as a non-NYU, not affiliated applicant. Be sure to review our How to Apply page on our website for the most up-to-date information. To begin, go to globalhome.nyu.edu and log in with your NetID and password. On NYU Global Home, look for the search bar in the upper right-hand corner. Search Housing. When the housing form card appears, click Go to be brought to the housing portal. On the housing portal, look for Summer 2020. Select your site as NYU New York, then click Access Application. Confirm this is your selection. You're now in the application portal. Select Login once more in the top right. Click on the blue NYU Login button to connect with your NYU Global Home account. Next, select Summer Housing Application from the navigation bar. Click Apply next to Summer 2020 to begin the application. You'll be brought to the application welcome page. Review the information on this page, and when you're ready, select Start Summer Session 2020 Housing Application. Please note the progress bar recording your progress in the application. Next, you'll see the housing license. Please make sure to review the housing license. At the bottom of the page, you'll find a link to a printable copy. Enter your NYU NetID to agree to the terms of the license, and then click Save and Continue. Next, you'll be brought to Personal Contact Details. Please review the information on this page for accuracy and notify us via email if anything is incorrect. Then click Save and Continue. Next is the Health Insurance Information page. Please make sure to review the information. Check here to affirm you currently meet and will maintain the necessary requirements. Then enter the name of your health insurance company or write sufficient funds. Then click Save and Continue. This is the Reasonable Accommodations page. Make sure to review this information. And if you require special accommodations, click the Housing Accommodations link. Then click Save and Continue. This is the Group Affiliation page. This is only for reservations prearranged with a company or NYU-sponsored program. Select I am not in a group. Then click Save and Continue. This is the Gender Inclusivity Preference step, where you can select your assignment preference as gender neutral or your legal sex. If you decide to proceed as gender neutral, please note the following information. The residents in your bedroom and suite can be of any legal sex, including one different than your own, who have also selected gender neutral. If you form a gender neutral roommate group, you and your group may be assigned in a suite with other applicants who have selected gender neutral, whether or not you know those applicants. Make your selection carefully. For this application, I will continue as female. Click Save and Continue. Next is the Affiliation Status and Enrollment step. Your affiliation status determines what you are eligible for. Please indicate your affiliation type and note that all affiliations will be verified before check-in. If your affiliation status changes, please notify us by submitting an affiliation change form on our website. Select whether you will be enrolled at NYU for summer 2020 in an in-person class, volunteering or working at NYU for summer 2020, or that you will not be doing any of these things for summer 2020. Then click Save and Continue. This is your affiliation confirmation page. Confirm your affiliation type from the drop-down, then select Save and Continue. Next is the Reservation Date step. Note that the minimum stay required is 9 consecutive weeks as a non-NYU, not affiliated applicant. Select your arrival week and your departure week. Save and Continue to complete the page. Next is your room selection page. Pay careful attention to all the information and make sure to review the accommodation and rate information on our website. Please note, traditional halls require a meal plan. You can sort on the left by selecting the weekly housing cost you would like, or by selecting a room type or building. On each option, you will see the weekly housing rate, the type of room, either single or shared, the type of building, either traditional or apartment style, the address, and whether it requires a meal plan. You will also see the total room cost based on the number of weeks you have selected, and the cost of the room plus the minimum meal plan when applicable. Select Add to Cart if you would like to select the room. Please note, if you need to change your reservation dates, you can do so at the top of this page. For this demonstration, I'll select Lafayette Hall Shared Space. This is the confirmation page, where you will confirm what you have selected. If you need to change this, you can click Go Back. You will only have one more chance to change your selection after this page. Next is the roommate group step. Please make sure to review the information about creating a roommate group. Roommate groups can be made of 2, 3, or 4 members. You can create a new group or add yourself to a group. You can create a group by entering a name and password and sharing it with your friends. You can add yourself to a group by entering the name and password a friend gave you. You must have the same gender preference as the group members to join a roommate group, either female, male, or gender neutral. If you don't have a roommate group, you can move on by selecting Save and Continue. Let's start by creating a group. Enter a group name of your choosing. Then enter a password that meets all the necessary criteria. Confirm the password below. Make sure you remember your group name and password. You will need to share this information with anyone you want to join your group. When you click Save Group, you'll now see your group on your roommate group step. Any requests to join your roommate group will be visible on this page. You must return to this step to accept each roommate group request you receive. You can return to this step even once you've completed the application. Let's see what it looks like to accept a roommate group request. Once someone has joined the group you created, you will see their request on this page under Incoming Requests. You will see the name and the reservation dates of the applicant, and how long you have to accept the request. Select Accept to add them to your group, or Decline to deny their request. For this example, I will accept the request. On the next page, you will see all the members of your roommate group. At the bottom of the page, if your roommate group is confirmed and has no issues, you will see Group Approved next to a green bar. This means there is no further action necessary unless you want to add another roommate to your group. Please note that we cannot guarantee that all roommate groups will be able to be assigned together, as assignments are based on available spaces. You should also note that on this page you can remove a roommate from your group, or transfer leadership to a member of your group. Please note that if the group leader of any roommate group cancels their reservation, you will need to create a new roommate group. If, when you accept a request, you see Group Not Approved next to a red bar, you will need to request group approval. Click the Request Group Approval button. If you see an error message next to a red bar at the top of your page, your group does not meet our approval criteria. This is likely due to your group members having a different building and/or room type. If you are not assigned to the same building and room type, for example, Lafayette shared bedroom, your roommate group will not be approved. Now, let's look at how to join a group. Enter the group name and password provided to you by a friend. Then click Join Group. Once you've sent a request, you will see the request under Outgoing Requests. If you change your mind, you have the option to cancel your request. Once the group leader logs in and approves your request, you will see the roommate group you are in on your roommate group step. Make sure you see Group Approved next to a green bar. Keep in mind that your gender preference must match that of your roommate group. If your gender preference, either female, male, or neutral, does not match that of your roommate group, you will see you cannot join this group as you do not fulfill the gender criteria. With the exception of Alumni Hall, if you select a single bedroom in any hall, you will be ineligible to form a roommate group. This is because multiple single bedrooms within the same suite are extremely rare. If a single bedroom is more important to you than a roommate request, you can click I understand, continue. If you would like to change your selection, you can click Release Room Selection to select again. Once you are satisfied with your roommate group, select Save and Continue to move on. Remember, you can return to this step once you've submitted your application. Keep in mind we recommend all roommate groups to be formed within 2 days of applying, and that all members join within those 2 days for the best odds of being assigned together. This is the application submission and payment instructions page. Here, you will see details on how to pay the required $500 reservation payment to complete the application. Keep in mind this payment must be received within 1 week of your application submission to reserve your space. For this reason, we highly recommend paying via electronic check online. I will demonstrate how to do so after submitting the application. If you cannot use an electronic check, you can also mail a physical check or use a wire transfer, as long as the reservation payment is received within 1 week. NYU does not accept credit card payments. You can find these payment instructions on our website at nyu.edu/summer/housing/payment. At the bottom of the page, next to a red bar, you will see No More Changes to Selection. This is your last chance to change the building and room type you have selected. After submitting this step, your reservation will be confirmed, and you will be unable to go back to select again. If you would like to release your space and make a different selection, click Release Room Selection. Keep in mind that if you release your reservation, this cannot be undone, and you may not be able to reselect the same building and room type if it has filled up while you were applying. If you are satisfied with your selection, click Submit Application. We've made it to the Application Status page. Here you will see confirmation that you have submitted your application. You will also see the dates you have selected, the building and room type you have reserved, and the total cost for this reservation. You will also receive a confirmation email. Now, to complete the application, we need to submit the $500 reservation payment. To start, navigate to albert.nyu.edu and select Sign In to Albert. If prompted, use the same NYU NetID and password that you used to sign in to NYU Global Home. Under the Housing tab, click the NYU Housing Payments link. This will open a pop-up window. If you do not see it, you may have to allow pop-ups in your browser. When the pop-up opens, select Click here to continue to the NYU office of the Bursar eSuite. Once the eSuite loads, look for Deposits in the top bar. Select the term as Summer 2020. Then click Select. In the Deposit drop-down, select Summer Housing Reservation Payment, then click Select. This will populate the payment amount as $500. Then select Continue. Under Method, select Electronic Check. Then select Continue. Here you will enter your bank account information. Once you have entered your bank account information, select Continue to submit your payment. If your payment is successful, you will receive a confirmation email. This concludes the 2020 NYU Summer Housing application walkthrough. If you have any questions, please contact us by phone, email, Facebook, Twitter, or go to our website for more information. We hope to see you in New York City this summer.